Hello, welcome back. Part 2. Sorry, the first one, the battery died, so well, welcome back, and here's part 2. And so my point is, anyways, back to the topic. I just want to say that, you know, if something's positive, then just keep watching Freddy's Modern Kung Fu, and just, you know, if the children's video makes you kind of sad and bring you back to your childhood and stuff, whatever, you know, then if you just can't handle certain videos, then, you know, don't watch it, you know what I mean, until you feel more ready. And, you know, Freddy's Modern Kung Fu is supposed to be like, you know, a channel of a variety of different stuff, you know what I mean. I still have my nutritional videos on there of what I cook and stuff. I love to cook, I love to bake desserts, you know, homemade stuff, and so that's what I love to do, and we share those dishes on our YouTube channel. And, you know, we have a variety of different videos. We have the children's videos and Freddy's philosophical videos. I have some of my philosophical videos as well. Today, Ryan from Canada has his, you know, philosophical videos on there, and his workout videos on our channels as well. So, you know, there's a lot of variety of things on our channel, you know, and I don't want to lose you as a great FMK fan, you know what I mean? You seem so deep in thought in that email, and it'll be sad to lose you, you know, leaving your channel as a farewell. I mean, that email seemed pretty serious, you know, and maybe just watch, like, keep yourself a limit, like no more than 5 FMK videos a day or something, and then go do what you have to do, or go watch other YouTube channels, you know. And like I said, the biggest challenge is to balance what you do every day. You know what I mean? Just, you know, you can make time to watch YouTube channels and make time to make sure that you take care of yourself. The most important thing is yourself, that you have to take care of yourself mentally and physically. You know, try to keep yourself in shape, and, you know, eat healthy, because without the proper nutrition, your IQ is going to go down, your physical energy is going to go down, your positive outlook in life is going to go down. And so take care of yourself by eating healthy. That's a fresh start right there. Eat healthy. And eating healthy also means be careful what you do to yourself besides food-wise, you know, like what I mentioned about, you know, just this is not just for you. This is just for people in general. You know what I mean? Drugs that people fall onto, like smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, doing cocaine, doing heroin, or, you know, drinking alcohol. You know, people always fall onto drugs to cloud their minds and to help fix their current mood, you know. This is all just temporary fixes that you feel that are fixes, but they're not. These are actually not good for you. And you're going to be very mentally, physically, and emotionally addicted to these drugs that are not good for you, that you're just going to create like a self-destruction. That's what it is, you know what I mean? If you are feeling down or feeling something in a certain moment, going to those drugs is not going to help you. It's going to make things worse for you in the long run. Short run and the long run. You know what I mean? So, you know, instead of just falling onto, you know, drugs or falling to like a deep hole of like depression, maybe sometimes you just have to put that extra effort and just pull yourself out of it. I mean, you know what? Okay, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling stressed, whatever. Okay, I'm just going to go exercise and just cool off and try to clear my mind and not think about things too much that are angering me. Or, you know what? I have this fixer thing that I want to smoke something, you know, that I'm just going to go eat a healthy carrot or something, or just go eat a healthy salad, you know. Or instead of craving for weed or cigarettes, I think I'm just going to go eat a healthy apple, or I'm going to go cook me a meal or something. Or, you know what, I'm just going to go grocery shopping, or I'm just going to go out to eat. You know, right when people have this right when someone has like a bad addiction for something that's going to cloud their minds and just like mess things up for them even more in life, you might as well just snap out of it and just go do something else that's positive for you. You know what I mean? But like I said, people have their choices in life, and no one can really like stop them and go handcuff them and go be there for them and comfort them at all times, you know. So like I said, I know people will still have their own choices to do whatever they want to do. I understand that. But at the same time, you're the only person who's in self-control of yourself. You're the only person who's responsible for yourself. You're the only person who needs to take care of you're the only person that can only take care of yourself at all times. Not everyone can be there to comfort you and be there for you. You are the only person that can be strong for yourself, to pull yourself out of it. I mean, I've been through a lot of living hell in my life since childhood too, you know, and over time I just have to snap out of my problems and come to realization that, you know what, I want to better myself. I want to be healthier. I want to better my physique. After 5 kids, I still have to exercise. I just got out of a 4-day fever not too long ago, and I still have to make time to exercise and eat healthy and take care of the family as well, you know. Or I'm really mad at Freddie about something that really ticked the heck out of me, that ticked me off, you know. So I'm going to have to cool it and stop arguing with him. I'll just have to go clean the bathroom, clean the kitchen, go sweep and mop the floor. I need to focus on cleaning instead of focusing my attention of being angry at Freddie. You know, it could be anything that's bad in my life. I still need to snap out of it. There's no way I'm going to go to alcohol. There's no way that I'm going to go to weed. There's no way I'm going to go to smoking cigarettes. There's no way I'm going to drive myself to drink alcohol. I'm not going to, I don't care what it is. Shut the door. I don't care what it is, but I'm not going to drive myself to do things that are more harmful to my internal body, to abuse it, because I don't want to get myself addicted, and I don't want to get myself in a situation where I need my mind clouded all the time. I want to be able to be focused. I want to be able to be prepared. I want to be ready if something comes at me. I want to be there for my family. You know what I mean? And whatever drama that I had with my parents since childhood or whatever, I have to let that slide and move on with my life. Till this day, I don't feel very loved by my parents at all. It's okay. I accept that. You know, my parents are old now, so I'm not going to give them a headache of complaining to them about how I've been feeling since I was a kid. No, they're old. My parents don't need stress from me. I accept my parents the way they are. You can't change my parents, you know. Let them be. I can't keep hanging on and wanting love back in return from my parents. I have to let that go. I've gone through so many years of heartbreak with my parents, and I decide to forgive and let go. It's okay, you know. So I need to let that go. And when I see things in life that's so cute and sweet, it brings tears to me too, like happy tears, you know. And when I see really cute, funny, and awesome stuff on YouTube or on TV or in movies, I'm like amazed. I'm happy with good tears, you know. Meaningful, touchful things that brings you to tears. But it won't stop me from wanting to see happy, joyful things in life. I will keep striving for seeing happy things. And I'm not going to let it bring me down sad in terms of where I have to eliminate from my life. No, it's not like that, you know. So the guy in the email was just saying that he was just writing a farewell email, that he can't really no longer watch FMK too much because he's addicted to watching it. And the children, by the way, he also attached an old video of our kids. It was just us playing on the water slide, slippery thing on the grass, where it's like a rolled out plastic thing, and it has sprinklers on it, so you can run and dive onto that sliding thing. It's really awesome. And so he saw that video clip of Freddie, me, and the 4 kids. That time, Keel, our 4th baby, Keel, he was only like 3 years old, right? About 3 years old. He was so little. Keel's 5 years old now. I think it was when Keel was about 2 to 3 years old, because Keel was still pretty small. He's so cute. And so, so at that time, so that was like a couple years ago. So, and so he put an attachment to that video saying that how the kids remind him of himself as just being a child in that video, you know, and how it made him cry. He said that I guess he mentioned that he cried in a lot of our videos, how it's just so heartfelt, I guess, about the children's videos, and you know, and stuff like that. I mean, he had a really nice email, and I really loved it, and at the same time it made me happy, and at the same time it made me very sad, because to have such a great big fan that expressed so much appreciation, so much love for Freddy's Modern Kung Fu, and to express how it changed his life in a positive way. And at the same time, it broke my heart because it was actually a farewell email saying that he will no longer be watching Freddy's Modern Kung Fu. And like I said, if you are not watching Freddy's Modern Kung Fu, you're going to be missing out a lot. And that, like I said, certain videos that people can't handle watching, please do not watch it. Just watch the videos that you can handle, right? Like I said, just as equally as, like, people can't handle Freddy's comments about the MMA and all that, you know, BJJ blowjob crap, whatever, martial arts out there that's called martial arts, garbage, whatever. So I know you haters can hate me all you want. I really don't care. I told you to get off our channel, didn't I? And you're still watching me. You're an idiot. Anyways, it's not my problem that you love watching our videos. So, like I said, people who can't handle watching Freddy's video about MMA, they still watch it, right? Well, that's their problem, right? So for you, you know, whatever you watch that's breaking you down, you can't handle it, then try not to watch it. Watch what you can handle in our channel, okay? I mean, same thing. There's so many different types of movies out there, and some people can only handle certain movies. So then only watch the movies that you can handle. But you know what? We still want you to stay on Freddy's Modern Kung Fu and watch our channels. And, you know, and just, and if you do want to take the risk of clicking on the children's videos, just remember to just be happy, and happy in a good way, and don't let it bring you down in a mood where you are tearing up in a bad way. But if you're tearing up in a good way, then that's wonderful, okay? Like I said, you're not the only person who has pain in your heart. You know, we all have our own skeletons in the closet. We all have a lot of pain in our hearts under different circumstances, you know? And I just want you to know that you're not alone. What I went through in life with my parents, what I went through with my past since childhood up until now, I've gone through a lot myself too. But I learned to move on with my life. I learned to not go to bad drugs. I learned to focus my time and energy on my kids. I've learned to focus a lot of my energy on cooking and cleaning for the family. You know, I do a lot for the household. You know, it's like a tripod, you know. The tripod, the three-legged tripod. One is me. One is Freddy. The third leg is the children. If I leave Freddy and the kids, who's going to feed them? Who's going to cook for them and clean for them? You know, who's going to help take them to school? Who's going to take them all to their dental appointments and hospital checkups? You know, who's going to be there to take care of them when they're sick and they can't go to school? Who's going to do all that once the mother is gone, if I leave? So I have to stay behind no matter what and work things out with Freddy to be there for them all. So if I leave, one leg leaves, the tripod will fall. So the next leg, Freddy. If Freddy leaves, who's going to help bring in the income while I'm watching the 5 kids? If he leaves, for whatever reason, if he passes away or if he goes for a younger hot chick, who knows? I'll kill him if he does that. Anyways, if Freddy leaves, there's no more income. There's no more father around. There's no more husband around. The kids and I alone will come to a crumble without Freddy. People could say, well, you could find a new man, but what if I don't want a new man? What if the new man just wants me and he doesn't want my kids? You think I want to deal with that? You know, I'd rather just be alone. You know what I mean? So, if Freddy leaves, the tripod falls. A tripod needs 3 legs to hold up. So, okay, the third one, the 5 kids. What if our 5 kids died? What if our 5 kids got kidnapped? What if the 5 kids got in a car accident and all died? I mean, me and Freddy, our lives would change. Our lives would, like, fall apart to a point that him and I might even break up. You know what I mean? It is very sad when you think about these things. if the kids, something happens to the 5 kids or one of them, the tripod could fall too. It'll just be me and Freddie standing. We still need a third leg, you know, to hold up. So a family structure is like a tripod, you know. The mom, the dad, and thirdly, the children, you know. So I just want you to know that you're not the only one who's going through a hard time in life. So I hope this message to you, this dedication to you, will help you understand that you don't need to be feeling so sad. You don't need to be feeling so down all the time. You know, happy fun videos of our family videos should just cheer you up and make you happy and appreciate life more. And you did mention that you do see things in life more appreciative, of course, you know. And and I want this video to make you stronger, okay, and be more confident about yourself, and be a happier person, okay. I don't want you to be sad and crying and being so tearful where you can't handle the videos no more, you know. So I just want you, if you do watch the children's video, just be happy and just let your heart warm up, you know. And some of these videos are very heartfelt, very funny, very cute, I understand. And these videos should make you at a more uppity mood and be happy, okay? Not to make you sad and down, and, you know, and whatever relationship with your father, don't worry about it. Your dad is probably just like my dad. Your dad is probably just like my parents, pretty much. I mean, you can't change them. No matter how much everything you do for them, you will always feel that what you do is never good enough for your parents, you know? And whatever you do is always never approved by your parents, but who cares? Your parents are old. Parents are old now. I mean, they've lived their lives. Now it's your turn to live your life. You know what I mean? And don't worry about what your parents think. So I just want you to make a better decision in your life, how to make yourself feel better about yourself, and in a good way, in a healthy way, okay? And try to remember that whatever you do in life can haunt you. It's like karma. You know what I mean? People always have different choices in life. Path A or path B. You pick destiny A or destiny B. You know, you pick a choice, A or B. And there's always consequences for everything you choose to do in life. And if you really want to better yourself, and if you want to see a more positive outlook in life, then you should already know what to do. And the only thing you have left to work on is if you have the self-control to really make a change in your life. And the time to change is now for yourself. Like I said, you are the only person who's responsible for yourself and what you do in your life. So, and I just want to do a thank you dedication video, and this is for you. And that's all I can say right now. I'm sorry for the long video, but I really appreciate your email. It was very heartfelt. It did make me tear up, and it just really did break my heart at the same time. It made me happy. At the same time, it really broke my heart. So, so remember, don't eliminate Freddy's Mono Kung Fu from your channel list. Keep watching our channel. And like I said, certain videos you can't handle, just don't watch it. And when you feel that you're ready, then you can go ahead and watch whatever stuff that you feel that might make you sad. So thank you so much for expressing such appreciation for Freddy'S Mono Kung Fu and everything. And I loved your email. It was very cute. It was very cute. It was a very happy, sweet one, but at the same time, it broke my heart because you wanted to say it as your farewell. And how dare you do a farewell email? Okay? Don't you ever send me that. You better not ever send Freddy that type of email again that it's a farewell again, okay? So, like I said, if you feel that Freddy'S Mono Kung Fu has done a lot for you, keep watching it. And like I said, watch it in a way where you can balance your day, everyday life, okay? And don't get yourself too addicted to just anything, because I know what happened to me with the Kim Kardashian Nightmare reality show, where I was too addicted to it. And I realized, like, you know what, this is not even a good positive thing for me, so it was good that I let it go. So I no longer watch or follow the Kardashians anyways. So anyways, take care and have a good night. And you have a good night, and thank you so much, okay? Take care.